Start recording. Okay, so this is Spookyswap. It's on the Phantom blockchain. So essentially, what I've been doing is looking at the Phantom chart and deciding where it was that I wanted to buy in. And I decided I bought in a little bit up when it was a little bit higher, and then I think my last entry was like at 182 or something like that, which looked like a nice support way down low, which ended up playing out pretty well actually. But anyways, I've just been slowly buying a little bit of Phantom, and then I've been buying it in Binance, and then transferring it over to Metamask. So what I had to do is go into my Metamask wallet, and I had to actually set up the Phantom network in there. And if you just go to Spookyswap, it'll do it for you. It'll create the Phantom in there and everything, and sit it in there. So you can see there's my last little bet that I bought sitting in there because I just transferred it from Binance while we were sitting here. So once it's in MetaMask, which I'm not a huge fan of MetaMask, but once it's in MetaMask, you just go to Spookyswap, and you can connect your wallet. So up here, it's already got it connected, so I can't do anything with it. But once it's connected, then what you have to do is, in this particular case, what I'm doing is staking BOO. So I take my Phantom. Oh, I can't even see how much I've got in there. Let me just refresh this. There we go. So I want to buy all the Phantoms. I'm going to swap it. Actually, it was interesting when it was crashing yesterday, when the market was crashing, there wasn't even enough liquidity to swap, which was kind of interesting. Whereas this time it looks like it's working pretty well. So you just put in the swap, hit max. I had to refresh the page because it didn't update. And then once it's done, it pops up the MetaMask. You say OK. It then converts that into BOO. So if I go into my MetaMask wallet, it still says I have 65. It says that it sent it, but I haven't actually received the BOO yet. When I go to the assets, oh, yep, there it is. Oh, look, it's actually working tonight. So normally you don't get to see what tokens you actually have. So I took my Phantom, I turned it into these BOO, and then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the BOO and I'm going to stake the BOO. Approve. Give permission to access your BOO. Yes, please. Then I'm going to stake my BOO. See, and now it says that it has none. This is what it does. It does stuff like this where it doesn't show you what you actually have, even though you go in here and we look at it and, oh, actually I've already approved it. There you go. See, it's pending now. So it's trying to actually put that BOO in there. So it still says I have the BOO. But in the meantime, after you've staked it, then you get xBOO back. And then what you can do is when you're done with this whole mess, you can take your xBOO and convert it back into BOO. And you can see there's a ratio here of 1.6. So you will get 1.6 BOO back for every xBOO that you put into the system. And then what you can do is take those xBOO and then stake them again. So I've been putting them in LQDR, which I've learned about on a different Discord. And then I spent some time looking into, actually I looked into every single one of these to see which one I wanted to put it into. I was considering HEC for a while because HEC is Hector DAO. I was thinking it'd be nice to have some HEC tokens anyways, because I was thinking about getting into that one when things start to turn around, whenever that happens. The other one I was considering was, of course, Wrapped Phantom, because people are always going to be using Wrapped Phantom. But I'm sticking with the LQDR, Liquid Finance. So you go stake. How much do you want to stake? Well, I've already have other xBOO that I haven't staked here, so I'm just going to confirm that. Goes back into MetaMask. You have to confirm it, and then it'll stake it. It won't show up immediately, but it will show up eventually. I normally check it every once in a while, and it'll do its thing. So let's see. This is what I mean about Phantom. It's just things aren't super smooth, and the LQDR never show up in your wallet for some reason, even though I know I've got a bunch because it shows it on the page. It doesn't ever show up. So that's Spookyswap. So I'm giving that a go. The other one that I was going to quickly show everybody was the Yoroi wallet. So this wallet, this is the one that I'm doing my ADA staking in. So this is ADA that Guilty Kitchen and I bought like last May, I think it was. and so we don't really have any plans to do anything with it. We were staking it within Kraken, so you can stake within exchanges. It's like 2 clicks and then it goes. But I decided I wanted to actually get it into a proper staking pool to earn rewards. So I follow Ben Cowan on YouTube, and he has his Into the Cryptoverse staking pool, and he signed up to become a Spookyswap, Spookyswap, Sunday Swap airdrop. So basically, his pool, I believe, is providing liquidity. But he was approved, so his stake pool then gets the Sunday Swap token airdrops when it comes out. I don't know when that's going to happen. It's supposed to happen sometime in the next few weeks, I think. So there is still time. But essentially, you install this Yoroi or Yoroi Wallet extension to your browser, and then once you've got it all set up, you do your passwords and everything, and then you send your ADA to here. And then once you're here, I believe it's under delegation list, and I typed in IT3 search. There it is, into the cryptoverse. And then you can just stake right into this. I'm already staked in there, so it's not showing me. But anyways, you would just stake into this. So I put all of mine into there, into the ITC3 stake pool. So when this actually airdrops, I will get the Sunday Swap tokens in the Yoroi Wallet. And then the last one that I'll quickly go over that I'm doing is Anchor. So Anchor protocol runs on the Terra blockchain. It's a little bit harder to get into, I found, than the other ones. So you've got to essentially buy UST, which is Tether's algorithm-driven stablecoin, or sorry, Terra's algorithm-driven stablecoin. And it's a mix of burning Luna to stabilize the UST token. There's a good Coin Bureau video on it if you're ever interested in checking it out. So what you do is you buy UST on an exchange somewhere. I bought it on KuCoin. I've also bought it on Binance. I posted earlier that when I bought it on KuCoin, it cost $4 to send it to my Terra Station wallet. So what you're going to do is you're going to set up a Terra Station wallet. That's not it. That's it there. So you're going to set up a Terra Station wallet, which again is just another extension. You add it, you set up your passwords, save them all, write them all down, all that kind of stuff. And then you buy your UST somewhere, send it to your Terra Station wallet, and it's pretty instantaneous. And like I said, from KuCoin, it cost me $4 each time I sent it, and I sent 2 chunks of cash because I wanted to make sure it was working first. Always send a little bit first before you send a lot. And so the second time I did it, I bought it on Binance. I don't know why. I just happened to buy it on Binance. I was using it that day. And when I sent it from Binance to the Terra Station wallet, it only cost $1. So I'm going to do that from now on. I'm just going to use Binance. I'm sure there's other exchanges out there that our American friends can use to get cheaper. But anyways, you buy UST, you send it to the Terra Station wallet. Once you've sent it to your Terra Station wallet, you go to Anchor Protocol. Anchor Protocol. Once you're in the Anchor Protocol, you get this fancy website with a spinny dealy, and you click Web App, and then you're in the Web App, which is where I just was. And then up here, you'll be able to link your Terra Station wallet with Anchor, and then what you do is go to Earn and hit Deposit. And you can see right now there's only $3 I haven't put in here yet because you save a little bit back so that things work and the fees are covered and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, you just essentially click this, you put the amount you want in, you hit proceed, and within, I don't know, a minute, less than a minute, it just shows up in here and you're immediately earning interest. You can see the interest down here. You can go back and see what it's been, 19.4, 4.8, 6.4, 4.7. It kind of bounces around between 19.4 and 19.5. And then at the very bottom, it gives you your total expected interest on a year, on a month, on a week, and on a day. And then I found this other cool thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my Terra Station wallet, and I'm going to copy my wallet address. I found this website, which I've posted already, the Anchor Savings. So you just wait for this to load. You don't click Connect Wallet. It doesn't work for some reason. So you take and put your Terra Station wallet in there, and boom, it tells you exactly how much money you've made so far. So that's the total interest I've earned on this $2,500 that's in there. So that's Anchor Protocol. It's pretty cool. It's really easy. You can see this is my my interest, and then right here is where I put more money in, so it just started to climb. So the more you have in there, obviously, the more you're going to earn, and you can see what's happened in the account, obviously. So that's Anchor. So now that we're recording, Phil. So I was curious, like, what some of the lessons you've learned in liquidity pool staking?
For liquidity, I would say, um, first of all, it's something that you should dip your toes in and get a good understanding of before you're really going in too deeply. Um, Honestly, one of the main reasons I started doing it with ALGO was just to actually use the chain and understand more about how it really works and see the technology behind it. The other thing is, I would say, have an understanding of how the platform works, how it pays out. For instance, Osmosis on Atom, all the rewards there are paying out in Osmosis. It's their platform. You're actually putting everything into there. Um, Things like that. You know, at the beginning, you don't realize, you think that if you stake to a certain pool, maybe you'll get certain rewards. And depending on the platform, that may be the case. But, you know, if it's Osmosis, you're only going to get Osmosis unless there is a bonus. Like I said in the video, Osmosis does provide special token rewards. So they give out secret if you're in the secret pool. That Stargaze airdrop that I got in on, there's a Stargaze pool that's giving me extra Stargaze every day. So it's been easier for me to use those things just because it was a free airdrop and I don't really have concern for that. Um, the other thing I'd say, I've talked a lot about impermanence loss and understanding that. And while it does matter and it's a concept that you should be aware of, it's not the boogeyman that some people make it out to be. Um, I said this earlier, I think, but when you use a liquidity pool, you need to get more in the mindset of, I'm putting $100 of value in or $500 in, and less I'm putting in 25 algo and 20 something else. You're going to end up with that value plus the gained value of the fees, but you're going to end up with a slightly different ratio of the coins just because prices change. That's not a bad thing, and you're not going to be suddenly broke, because sure, you'll get less of one coin, but that means you're going to get more of the other. So it still evens out, but just think of it as more of a dollar amount and less of a token amount.
So can you top up when that's
Um,
happening?
what was that?
Can you top up when that's happening? Is there any sort of benefit to doing that? Like if you're like if the ratio gets screwed up, can you just put one more of one or the other in there to even it out?
I mean, you can add to the liquidity pool at any point, and when you're doing it, then yes, you're adding at that new ratio. So that is another way of thinking about it. Is if you really, want to maximize, then that's one of the ways that I've looked at using the algo pools and the tiny man swaps. Is if you go to tiny chart, then it tracks all those ASA prices, and after a while I've gotten a feel for just what those good names are. And if there's a time when for whatever reason the price is down because they have low liquidity or too much liquidity, whichever it is, then I'll go ahead and swap into that, knowing that I might get out of it just a day later when the price stabilizes. And in that case, I'm doing it as, the market is mispricing this and it's going to be worth more algo in the future. So in those cases, my main goal is to just end up with more algo. Whereas Osmosis, I'm not trading, I'm not over checking those. They have lock periods. I think it's 2 weeks if you're providing liquidity. So there, I just believe in the Cosmos chain, and that's money that I'm investing to get fees and extra Osmo in while I wait.
Oh, okay, I see. Interesting. The liquidity pool is the one thing that I haven't jumped into due to the higher risk, especially right now with the prices going the direction they are. I mean, I am staking Boo and xBOO because I do believe that Phantom is, maybe we're going down now, but I feel like it's going to go back up. So why Algo? I'm just curious what your love is for Algo.
Honestly, early on, it was passive staking. It was like 5 to 7% for doing nothing. You just put it in the wallet, and it just sits there and collects, which was nice. And then over time, it is extremely usable. It's fast, it's efficient, it doesn't cost a lot to use, and there are a lot of like real partnerships, smart team behind it. Governments like Miami are actually using it for some of their underlying structures. Everybody always talks about El Salvador. They're actually using the Algo system as the foundation for some of their blockchain banking going forward. So they've got real life partnerships for meaningful people. So, it could fail. I'm not saying that it's a sure thing, but I feel good about it. And it's really usable. We both talked about this. The more I use Ether, the more annoying it is.
Oh, it's the worst. It's by far the worst. It just is. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I guess at this point, I'm kind of waiting for Solana made such a splash this year that I think everybody's trying to find the next Solana, and AVAX is in that list, and Atom is in that list, and Phantom, and Matic, obviously. Well, actually, I guess Matic wouldn't be because it's a layer two. But it's interesting to see how all these chains have popped up, and I haven't been in the space long enough, but I am curious as well which ones are gonna make it. So, how long have you been in the space, Phil, in the crypto space? Oh, we lost him. All right. Well, you know what, guys? I think what I'm going to do is wrap up then and stop the recording. Thanks if you happen to watch this video after the fact.